Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting episode for you this evening. In the singles division, we got Jeremy Potters going up against Javi Madan. Interesting match. I mean, look, Javi's coming off of a very impressive performance against one Cody Newberry. I mean, I think he even surprised himself with how good he played in that match. Like, he spun the category that not many people like in biopics and did really, really well in it. And then you have Jeremy, who's also on like a really good streak this year. I think he's been playing, like, just giving some of his best performance in singles this season, like win or loss. In all of his matches, he's played like great. So I think it should be a good match. We're going to get into pre-match interviews right now, starting with our lower-ranked competitor, Mr. Javi Madan. Javi, screen looking very blue as always. I like it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Anyways, you're going up against Jeremy Potters. How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, Melee's not where I thrive. Kind of nowhere is where I thrive, but like here I definitely don't thrive. I got very lucky against Cody. I think it was just because like it's an 0-1 match, like, and it just the movies fell in my favor, I guess, a little bit more. Yeah, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Probably bad for me, but I like Jeremy, so if he gets a win on his record because of me, that's cool. I won one Melee match this year, not counting trios. That's all I wanted. My goal was win one. So. Yeah.
I count trios, so you're a 2 in my opinion. But anyways, good luck to you. We will now bring in your opponent for this evening, Jeremy Potters. Jeremy, hi. How are you feeling?
I think Javi went to the Tisdall school of, let me say I'm not very good, and then people won't think I'm very good. He's a great player. Like our rookie year was the same year 2 years ago, and we barely crossed paths. So it's kind of cool that we get to play. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, cool. That was very quick. I had to quickly unmute my mic. Well, good luck to you as well. We will get into round number 1, which will work like this. It is the standard whiteboard round. 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards. Should any player get all 8 questions correct, they will be asked a bonus question, also worth 1 point. Each player has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we begin?
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
All right. Then your first category will come into your first question will be in the category of biopics. What sport does King Richard primarily center around? Gotta love the sports. Good stuff.
Sports ball.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all you talk about. All the sports movies you love. All day long.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
Tennis.
And Javi?
Yeah, I was thinking of some sort of Shakespearean thing, but I wasn't remembering. Yes, the slam. Tennis.
Yes. What sport does King Lear center around? The tennis is correct. So your next question will be in the category of animation. Which Studio Ghibli movie centers around raccoon-like animals called the tanuki? So I'm wearing a shirt right now. It's a Mac Miller shirt, and it's got hands on it that are like playing the piano. And it's weird because it just kind of looks like he's grabbing my chest, and it looks very inappropriate. So I figured I needed to share that with everyone. You're welcome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Javi first.
My Neighbor Totoro.
And Jeremy?
It's Secret World of Arrietty.
Both incorrect. We were looking for the extremely weird Pom Poko.
Okay.
Huh, okay.
I believe you.
It's an alright movie, but very odd. Anyways, your next question will come in the category of crime. How many robbers were there initially at the beginning of Dog Day Afternoon? It's all right, Javi. It's just a number question.
I don't know if this is an easy or hard question. I have no idea.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
You'll need to watch it. I said 3.
And Javi?
We're either both right or we're both wrong. 3.
You're both right. 3 is correct. And your next question will come in the category of mystery/thriller. In Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, which word in the title is not a code name used in the movie? This is a creative question. I like it. Good job, writer. Although, I mean, I know Cody says not to, he doesn't like questions where there's like literally only 4 possible answers, but you know, it is what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Javi.
It'd be weird if spy was a code word, so spy. Okay.
Yeah, that makes it. Jeremy.
Yeah, spy.
Yeah, spy is correct.
So your next question. Then.
Yeah, it was. So your next question will come in the category of the 1980s. Who plays Buggin' Out in Do the Right Thing? No jokes about this film. This is one of my favorite films ever, though. I will say that. I think it was on my Sight and Sound list when I made it for Roundtable. Is that what that show's called? Sorry, Cody. Hopefully he's not editing this one. I'm going to get an angry message. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
I might get a full-blown cutaway if it is Giancarlo Esposito.
And Javi?
It's apparently pronounced Giancarlo Esposito. But yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is correct. So your next question will come in the category of drama. What city does Roma primarily take place in? Anyways, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi.
I think it's Mexico.
And Jeremy?
Mexico City.
So we did ask for the city, so Mexico City is the correct answer.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second.
Sure.
I'm going to challenge because if you say what city and you say New York, it's implied that it's New York City. I think if I say Mexico, it would be Mexico City. So I'm going to challenge that.
We'll be right back after this challenge.
Is that a challenge?
Right, we're back from the challenge. So ultimately, we have determined that because the question said country, we cannot or city, we cannot accept Mexico, which is a country, even though Mexico City, there's some gray area with there. We ultimately determined that it's not the same as saying New York for New York City because New York is a state and Mexico is a country, so it's kind of different things. But anyway, so Javi will lose the challenge there, and Jeremy will take the lead 5-4 as we get into your next question. In the category of directors, who directed Chasing Amy, Mallrats, and Dogma? Directors, those are cool. These are 3 movies I haven't seen. Fun fact. God, I suck at watching movies, but apparently I can answer questions about them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jeremy first.
That's some hockey sweaters, Kevin Smith.
And Javi?
Said Kevin Smith's city, just in case there's.
Yeah, both are correct, Kevin Smith. All right, so then your final question around number 1 will come in the category of comic book movies. What 2000s comic book film is about an aspiring animator who conceives a child with his wife while in possession of a magical artifact, causing the child to be born with godlike powers?
What?
Would you like a repeat?
No.
Okay. So much that I wish I could say about this film, but I will keep my lips sealed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Javi.
I said Wilson because that is the name of a comic book movie.
It is. Jeremy?
Son of the Mask.
Oh my god.
Son of the Mask is correct. So that coming out of round number 1, Jeremy has the lead 7-5. As we get into round number 2, which will work like this, it is the wheel round. So each player will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they'll be answering questions in today. If they don't like the category they spin the first time, they can spin the second time, but they must keep whatever category it lands on then. 2 questions each, or 5 questions each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are 90s vampire movies, which is Jeremy's strength, and 2007, 2017 Disney live action musicals, which is Javi's strength, as well as the general categories of Oscars, recent releases, comic book movies, sci-fi, fantasy, war, and mystery/thriller. So, Jeremy, since you're on the lead, would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll let Javi go first.
All right. So then, Javi, this will be your first spin. You land on. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And it lands on your 2007 to 2017.
All right. Let's see how this goes. This might be bad.
Great. Goodbye to the wheel for now. And I will read you your questions in Disney live action musicals. Are you ready?
Sort of. Sure. Let's see.
All right. Your first question. What is the nickname of Jimmy Zara in High School Musical 3 senior year?
Rocket Man.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who plays Maurice in 2017's Beauty and the Beast?
Kevin Kline.
That is correct for 2 points. Now your third question. What is Philip's specific profession in Enchanted?
He's a divorce lawyer.
That is correct for 2 points. Now your penultimate question in this category. What is the name of the location where the animals meet and drink water in 2016's The Jungle Book?
Pretty sure I know, but I'm gonna go multiple choice just in case.
All right. Your options are A, Peace Rock, B, River of Serenity, C, Truce Gardens, or D, Aquila Wood.
I did not know that. Good. Let me get a repeat of the option, please.
Sure thing. That is your first repeat of the options. Your options again are A, Peace Rock, B, River of Serenity, C, Truce Gardens, or D, Aquila Wood.
I'm gonna go with B.
B is unfortunately incorrect, Jeremy, for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Peace Rock, B, River of Serenity, C, Truce Gardens, or D, Aquila Wood?
Hey.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Said A, I think.
A? Okay. A is correct for the 1 point steal.
Yeah, I was supposed to be good. That's
Okay. So then your final question in this category, Javi. What actor serves as animal sponsor in the anger management clinic in 2011's The Muppets?
Drum is also his trigger word. And Tuesday, it's Jack Black.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so coming out of Javi's round, I now have him in the lead 13-8. So you'll bring back the lead, or the wheel for Jeremy's first spin. You land on sci-fi/fantasy. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
All right. Put the wheel backstage, and I will read you your questions now in sci-fi/fantasy. Are you ready?
I am.
Cool. So your first question. What is the name of the planet that House Atreides hails from in 2011's Dune? Or sorry, 2021's Dune.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Arrakis, B, Giedi Prime, C, Caladan, or D, Catane. Catane.
B.
B is unfortunately incorrect. Javi for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Arrakis, B, Gidi Prime, C, Caladan, or D, Catane?
I think it's Arrakis.
That is also incorrect. We are looking for C, Caladan.
Okay.
Okay.
Did not retain anything from the 84 version, so good.
So your next question. Who directed The Lovely Bones?
Peter Jackson.
That is correct for 2 points. Now your third question. What candy does Elliot use to lure out E.T. from the woods in E.T. the Extraterrestrial?
Reese's Pieces.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question in this category. Who plays NASA scientist John Brand in Interstellar? Five, four, three.
Multiple
Two.
choice.
Your options are A, Michael Caine, B, John Lithgow, C, David Oyelowo, or D, Cillian Murphy.
Michael Caine.
That is correct for 1 point. And the tie game, as we get into your final question in this category. In 3,000 Years of Longing, Alithia uses the final wish granted to her by the Jinn to do what?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, cure the Jinn, B, let the Jinn see his family, C, make the Jinn human, or D, free the Jinn.
C.
C is unfortunately incorrect. Javi for the 1 point steal. Is it A, cure the Jinn, B, let the Jinn see his family, C, make the Jinn human, or D, free the Jinn?
B.
B is also incorrect. We are looking for D, free the Jinn.
Okay.
All right, so coming out of round number 2, I have the score all tied up at 13 as we get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round, so we will be going back and forth drafting categories, starting with the player in the lead. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponent. Once all categories are drafted, the player behind will answer questions until they take the lead. The players will choose which category they would like to take for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question in that order, and we will go until there is a mathematical winner. Categories they could choose from today are action/adventure, animation, westerns, family, comedy, sci-fi/fantasy, comic book movies, and 2010s. So we'll let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. All right, we're back. The players have selected their categories. So since we are tied and Javi is the lower ranked competitor, he will be going first. So what category would you like for your 1 pointer?
I'll take 2010s, please.
All right. So then your question in the category of the 2010s. Who plays Mary's uncle and primary caretaker in Gifted?
Chris Evans.
That is correct for 1 point. And the lead. So we will now go back over to Jeremy. What category would you like for your 1 pointer?
Westerns.
All right. So your 1 point question in the category of Westerns. Henry Hathaway and the Coen brothers have both directed Westerns with what title?
True Grit.
And that is correct for 1 point. Tie it back up. So we'll then go back over to Javi. So what question would you like for now for your 2 pointer?
I'll take action adventure.
All right. Your question in action/adventure. Who plays the titular character in Mad Max?
Mel Gibson.
Correct for 2 points.
Just watched that literally yesterday.
I wonder why. Anyways.
No reason.
No reason. And we'll send it back over to Jeremy now. So what category would you like for your 2-pointer?
I'll take comedy.
All right, comedy it is. So your question. Who directed What We Do in the Shadows, The Hunt for the Wilder People, and Next Goal Wins?
Taika Waititi.
That is correct for 2 points. So we are still tied up. So we'll now go back over to Javi again. What category would you now like for your 3-pointer? You have family and animation remaining.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'll just do family.
All right. So then your question in the category of family. What type of animal is Joe, voiced by Sylvester Stallone in Zookeeper?
A gorilla.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answer we have here is lion.
Okay, that's fine. I thought he was the guy that he always hung out with. That makes sense.
All right. So since Jeremy has more questions remaining, but we're still tied, we'll go back over to him for his 3-pointer. So what category would you like? You have comic book movies and sci-fi fantasy remaining.
Sci-fi.
All right. So then your question in sci-fi/fantasy. What is the title of Angelica Houston's character in 1990's The Witches?
Yes. High Priestess.
That is unfortunately incorrect. You got one of the words correct. We're looking for Grand High Witch.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we will go back over to Javi as we get down to the 4-pointers now. So what category would you like? Never mind. It's animation. We'll go with your question in animation because that's the only thing left. All right.
I'll take it for 4 points, please.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So your question. In Fantastic Mr. Fox has a phobia of what kind of animals?
Don't you?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
That is your first repeat. Your question again. In Fantastic Mr. Fox has a phobia of what kind of animals?
Wolves.
That is correct for 4 big points.
Nice.
So now here's the situation. We will go over to Jeremy for his 4-pointer in comic book movies. If he hits, we'll go to sudden death, just like in every other Jeremy match. If he misses, Javi will be the winner. So your question in comic book movies. What 2000s comic book movie features a creature named Samael? Or Samael, sorry. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat, please.
That is your first repeat. Your question again. What 2000s comic book movie features a creature named Samael? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat again, please.
That is your second repeat. Your question again. What 2000s comic book movie features a creature named Samael?
Hellboy.
And that is correct for 4 big points, which means we are going to sudden death, folks. Jeremy, why do you always do this to us? All right, we got sudden death ready, so we'll start with this question. Who knows? Maybe it won't be start. Maybe it'll be done. What? What's up?
Do repeats carry over? Just wondering.
Yes.
Yes. So you have 2 repeats, I believe. Jeremy has 1.
Got it.
Yeah.
Want to make sure. Thank you.
Right. So your question. Name both films in which Bruce Willis plays himself. So I'll give you a bit of extra time for this. He's got to name 2 stuff. It's intense. Great match from both competitors. You'll have to see it. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Your question, please.
Right, that is Javi's second repeat. Your question again. Name both films in which Bruce Willis plays himself. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, so we'll go to Jeremy first.
I said Ocean's 12 and Last Action Hero.
And Javi?
That might be it. I said Ocean's 12, and this is the end.
Both incorrect. Both I did successfully named Ocean's 12, though. The other one we were looking for was The Player.
Okay.
All right, so then we will continue. Who directed the classic films The Lost Weekend, A Foreign Affair, and Ace in the Hole? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Javi first. I didn't say pens down, but pens down.
Jeremy looks like he's got it. It said Billy Wilder. I don't know.
And Jeremy?
We keep going. Billy Wilder.
Holy crap.
Billy Wilder is correct.
Crazy.
So we will continue on. Your next question. Who plays Olive's religious classmate Marianne in Easy A? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. So we will go to Jeremy at first, I believe.
Can't remember her last name.
And Javi.
I don't have anything.
Jeremy, all along the right tracks. We were looking for Amanda Bynes. Yes.
Bynes.
So then we will continue on in sudden death. Your next question. The characters James Gum, Jack Crawford, and Dr. Chilton can be found in what 90s thriller? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Javi.
I just wrote Eyes Wide Shut. I'm not even sure if it's from the 90s.
And Jeremy.
Yeah, I said Sliver.
Both incorrect. We were looking for The Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Oh,
And apparently James Gum is Buffalo Bill's real name. So there you go.
Yeah.
that's what.
All right. So your next question. In 1991's Point Break, Bodie's gang wears masks of which kind of people specifically? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jeremy.
Ex-U.S. presidents.
And Javi.
U.S. presidents, controversial.
We will continue on in sudden death. This is amazing.
Hold on. Can you read the question again?
In 1991's Point Break, Bodhi's gang wears masks of which kind of people specifically? We were looking for presidents. We needed more specifically than politicians, basically.
They're called the ex-presidents. Like, I thought specifically you might have needed that piece of information.
Right, but we weren't looking for the name of the gang. So, yeah.
I got you.
All right. So then your next question. How many different directors directed films in the Insidious franchise?
Boy. Can't believe I'm about to lose on a guessing number question.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. This could get interesting. We'll start with Jeremy.
So 3.
And Javi? Well, you're both incorrect. The answer was 4.
Oh, okay. I could only count 2, so.
So we will continue on. I don't know what the record is for rounds in sudden death or if we're getting close to it, but
It's a
Let's
lot.
get there, buddy.
No.
Let's get there,
No, it's a
buddy.
lot.
So your next question. In Happy Gilmore, what kind of animal bit off Chubbs' hand? Oh, this could be fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi.
Jeremy and I once played a game called Alligator, Crocodile, and something different. So I think it's alligator.
And Jeremy?
Yeah, it's an alligator.
I'm really glad none of you put crocodile. That's great. All right, yes, alligator is correct.
Thank goodness we both played that game too. That would have been a
That is
clear
kind of fun.
win
Yeah.
for one of the other ones.
All right, so your next question. Name 2 of the 4 children of Vito Corleone. Name 2 of the 4 children of Vito Corleone in the Godfather franchise.
Biological. Okay. I'm
Yes.
in.
Yes.
All right. No.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I can't remember the order. I'll just start with Javi.
Michael and Fredo. Tom is sort of, he's the lawyer, but he's not. Yeah. Anyway.
And Jeremy.
Fredo and Michael.
Fredo and Michael is correct. Other answers were Sonny and Connie.
I didn't know.
Tom Hagen, I believe, is the consigliere, so he doesn't.
Yeah, but I think they're like, oh, he's part of the family. It's like a son.
Yeah.
Just wanted to.
So next question. In Singin' in the Rain, why is Kathy secretly hired for the filming of The Dancing Cavalier? Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right, that is Jeremy's final repeat. Your question again. In Singin' in the Rain, why is Kathy secretly hired for the filming of The Dancing Cavalier? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jeremy.
I said to be a double for someone.
And Javi.
That other actress's voice is annoying / bad.
And your winner, Javi Madan. So the answer was to dub over someone, but yes, it was because her voice was horrendously annoying. So I can accept Javi's answer. So we will go to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher for this evening. Once I find Javi, take him off screen. There he goes. Jeremy Potters. Jeremy, you played a hell of a game today. Honestly, I think it just kind of it came down to one, Javi doing really, really well in his strength, and also just being able to like match you in round number 3 as well. Like he put up a really good performance today. I believe scoring the final score is 25, I believe, to 24. Correct me if I'm wrong, editor. They'll have it on the side of the screen here. But so yeah, I really don't have much to really feel bad about. I think about your performance today, but how do you feel overall?
I mean, I feel okay. I feel like my record's not what I want it to be, but I've lost back-to-back sudden death matches. All I do is go to sudden death. I was winning him, and now I'm losing him, so it's that close. But I've been prepping for something else too, so I didn't put a whole lot of effort into getting ready for this one. And Javi's a good player. Don't let him bullshit anybody. He's a good trivia player. He knows stuff. He played as good a game and a little bit better than I did. So hats off to him.
Yeah, well, I believe this does put an end to your season this year. But when you do return next season, is there anyone in particular who you'd be wanting to play?
Anybody that likes extra questions.
That's fair. Yeah, it seems like a pretty safe bet nowadays that it will go to sudden death if you're around. Yeah, but good game to you, Jeremy. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll talk to our winner for this evening, Javi Madan. Javi, I know you always come in here expecting to do terribly, and this is your second time in a row where you put on just an absolutely stellar performance. Like I said, in the higher 20s, I'd say 25. Like mid 20s. We never see that score very often. This might be the highest scoring singles 3-round match we've had this year. And you were the one to get the win in that match. So how do you feel overall?
Good. Yeah. Jeremy's a great player. Had I spun literally anything other than my strength, I would not have won. I didn't know his 4-pointer in comic book movies. I think he took that. I mean, obviously because he's good at comic book movies, but also because he knew I'd probably take it if I didn't. So I wouldn't have hit it. I would have guessed something else. I feel like I had some weird stumbles in like, I don't know, like Son of the Mask, should have hit that. I was thinking way outside the box of whatever. And then Mexico City, that's me being an idiot and being like, in my head, I was probably like, did they say country or city? I'll just hedge my bets and just say Mexico without having to. Anyway, yeah, good. Going to sudden death in Melee is scary. I don't like it. And yeah, had he remembered binds, like he knew it right after, like had he taken a repeat, he would have beaten me much earlier on. So kudos to him. Yeah,
well, this does, I believe, also put an end to your single season, but now you're above 500. You're at 2-1, Javi. That's a good record.
Crazy to me. Wild.
So going into next season, is there anyone in particular who you'd be wanting to face?
Yeah, David Garcia. I know, I get it.
Now that's definitely not going to happen.
I know. I like the joke at this point. Like at first, I was because it was like, let's play each other, let's get one of us a win. But now it's like, let's just keep the train going because I don't think I could confidently beat anyone more than David Garcia. That kid sucks.
Well, if you keep putting on performances like this, Javi, maybe you should feel that way. Anyways. But well done to you. We'll now put you backstage for now, and I will close this out as clumsily as I always do. Thank you all for watching. Great match. Yeah, well, I think maybe one of the best matches we've had this year, so shout out to both competitors for showing up today. I think this was a really good one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the players, Jeremy and Javi. Thank you to the writers. Not going to name them all. Thank you to everyone else. I'm stuck in the mud right now, so I'm just going to look for the outro. There it is. Okay, see ya.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
If it take a